Well, we had the chance to visit with one of our favorites this past week. Michael Robinson was in with the other Seahawks from last year, getting their rings, which are pretty impressive, by the way.
They look really, really cool.
Paul Allen, as it turns out, willing to spend money on them.
It's weird. Where'd he get that money from? Who thought he had money?
Who would have thunk it? But it was great to see Mike Robb back in town, who pretty much, in talking to him, is retired. He hasn't filed his papers or anything like that, but is retired and is one of those guys that you can be absolutely sure, it seems to me, that he's going to have a very successful second career as a broadcaster.
And he's been in the planning stages of that for some time as a player. He started the Real Rob Report, which really caught on out here, and he had different videos of him doing play-by-play and stuff. And we talked to him yesterday. If you missed the conversation, it's on the podcast page for you. It was a great interview with him. But he was fresh out of media boot camp. Right. Out there with ESPN, where he said he got a big stack of papers about the do's and don'ts, and here's some tips, and here's some connections, and he is invested in becoming a member of the media now, whether it's TV or radio. I think by his estimation, he'd like to do both.
And I don't see why he couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, he's very genial, he's very cordial, he's fun, he's an easy listen, he's a smart guy. So he's a guy that has a career behind the camera, in front of the camera, whatever he wants to do. He's been working on it for the last few years as a player. You'd love to see other players kind of follow that same game plan. Like,
sure.
Don't wait till it's over and then try to figure out, all right, what am I going to do? Because he's been working on that for a while now. So I think it's going to be a nice, easy transition for him.
I went back and watched a couple of those Real Rob reports the other day, and I'm telling you, as long as he makes part of his future staying behind the camera, that's going to be good, because his perspective on those was so unique. The messing with Marshawn stuff, the things he did in there was really clever stuff. And as much as I know he'd like to expand it out, and he talked about that in our conversation with him and have other guys pick it up, I think he's downplaying the fact that a real important part of doing a Real Rob report is Rob. Mm-hmm. I mean, Michael is really, really good at this, and not a lot of guys are, so no doubt about it, he's a guy who's going to be in our business for a long, long time, probably after our jobs.
Probably. Just wait a little while.